What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode here at the Game Nights, and we got another hot deck profile for you guys today. And I mean, honestly, if it's a deck profile, do you really expect anybody else to be on the channel other than me? Probably not. So if it's a deck profile, just always assume that you are going to see Titan's beautiful face. And yeah, guys, I'm really excited to show the deck for you guys today. I'm bringing you guys my ABC Cyber Dragon deck today. I've been playtesting this deck for the last month or so, and I've really been enjoying it. Just kind of testing out some ratios and what I've been liking, and now I am finally ready to show you guys. I'm really hoping that ABC Dragon Buster can come back to 3 on this next ban list. We'll definitely have a discussion video on the upcoming ban list here fairly soon, so definitely stay tuned for that. I do want to mention a couple of things before we get into today's video. So the first thing is I do have something to unveil. However, I will not unveil it in today's video. I will unveil it probably in the next or possibly the video after that. I just want to make sure that everything is in order before we show it to you guys. And then second off, I'd like to once again, from the bottom of my heart, just say thank you guys. I really appreciate all of the support that you guys have given us since we've started the channel. Of course, all the game nights here, we all appreciate all the support that you guys have given so far. And yeah, we really hope that it can continue. We really want to expand within the next year, and you guys are going to be the ones that allow us to do that. So yeah, so we appreciate every single like, we appreciate every single comment. And yeah, guys, just keep on doing that stuff, because that is the stuff that is going to get this channel to become bigger and grow, and just keep giving you guys awesome Yu-Gi-Oh! And other game night content. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that before we get into today's video. But yeah, guys, without any further ado, let's get right on in to the deck profile. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And also make sure that you smash that notification bell so that you're always notified when we upload a new video, and also check us out on Facebook so that you can also stay notified. But yeah, guys, let's get to it. All right, so to start things off, we play 3 copies of Cyber Dragon. This is pretty straightforward. It is the headliner of the deck. It does basically allow you to go into your, your Novas and your Infinities. So yeah, you definitely need to play 3. Then next, I play 2 copies of Cyber Dragon Core. This is like one of the other really important cards in the deck, of course. Well, your best normal summon, that's for darn sure. Basically, when Core is normal summoned, you can go ahead and add a Cyber Spell and Trap from your deck to your hand. So that's mostly going to be your Repair Plant, or your Emergency, or your Network, just depending on what you need based on what you have in your hand. And then it does have a neat little recovery effect, where if you happen to have no monsters on the field and your opponent does, you can go ahead and banish the core, and you can special summon one other Cyber Dragon from your deck. So nice little recover effect if your opponent happened to just break your first turn board. Then next, I play 2 copies of Cyber Dragon Hers. So Hers is still really important in the deck, of course. Basically, Hers just grabbing you your OG Cyber Dragons straight from the deck when it's pitched off of, like, say, Galaxy Soldier, or just sent to the graveyard for any other reason. You don't ever really use its its level manipulation very often. It doesn't really come up. Basically, just allowing you to recover things either from your graveyard or just grab the OG Cyber from your deck is basically what this is in here for. And you don't need to play 3. I think 2 is more than fine. Then I do play 1 copy of Cyber Dragon Naxter. So this card is really good. It's just an extra extender. Basically, you can just send 1 other monster in your hand, and then you can special summon the Naxter, and then target 1 monster that has 2100 attack exactly in your graveyard and special summon it. So you can go ahead and special summon your your actual regular Cyber Dragons, or fun fact, you can also special summon your Union Driver, as it also has 2100 attack. One thing to keep in mind with Naxter is that it does lock you into machine monsters after you use this effect, and there is, throughout your combo, 1 monster that is not a machine that you go into, so definitely be careful to do all that stuff first before you go ahead and use Naxter. Then I play 2 copies of Galaxy Soldier. You don't need to play 3. 2 is fine because the card is searchable in the deck. So what Galaxy Soldier does is that you can send 1 other light monster from your hand to the graveyard and special summon this card. and then you can go ahead and add yourself the other Galaxy Soldier. So yeah, like I said, don't need to play 3. It's searchable. You only need the 2. So that's it for the Cyber Dragon part of the deck. Now we're going off into more of the ABC stuff. So I do play 2 copies of A Assault Core. So basically the 2 main things to know about your A, B, and C's is that they each give you protection just depending on which one it is. A, when it is equipped to another monster, it does give you protection from monster effects. And when it is sent to the graveyard, you can go ahead and add one of your Union monsters that is in your graveyard back to your hand, so it just recurs them. And then, of course, its first effect is that when it is on the field, you can either go ahead and equip it to another monster, or you can go ahead and unequip it and special summon it. So all of the like the A, B, and C, they all have that effect to, you know, to unequipped and re-equipped. Of course, you can only do, you know, 1 in the turn. So if he is equipped, you can go ahead and just unequip him to special him to the field, and then if you and then you can remove him from the field, and then of course you can trigger its effect. And then, of course, you have your B Buster Drake. So B Buster Drake, so A gave you the protection for monster effects. B is going to give you your protection for your spell effects. And then, of course, like I said, it has the same effect where you can, like, unequip it, re-equip it. And then also, when this guy is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can go ahead and add 1 Union monster from your deck to your hand. So you can go ahead and add your A or your C. Then with the B, we play the 2 copies of C. So yeah, so you play 2 of each of A, B, and C. So C is going to be the one that gives you protection from traps. So obviously it'll protect your monsters from getting impermed. But the main thing that you do with this card is then when it is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can go ahead and special summon one of your other Union monsters in your hand. So you can special summon out your B or your A. And then, yeah, and then of course, same effect for the unequipped and re-equipped. All right, then I play 2 copies of Union Driver. So Union Driver has the same effect as the A, B, and C. To be able to, you know, once per turn, you can either target one monster on the field you control, equip this card to it, or just like you can unequip it. So it has the same effect. And then, of course, the main reason why you have the Union Driver in the deck is so that you know, you can equip it straight from the deck using unauthorized reactivation, and then what you can do is you can banish the Union Driver, and you can go ahead and equip another appropriate level 4 or lower Union monster straight from the deck. So you can go ahead and equip your A, B, and C, and then you can go ahead and special summon. So this is what allows you to get around your restrictions, because when you do equip those monsters through, like, say, unauthorized reactivation or through Union Carrier, you can't actually special summon the monster that you had equipped it, so you can't just, like, unequip it. So that's why you use the Union Driver to be able to just have this be equipped using those cards, and then banish this one. So now officially the new monster that is equipped, you now can special summon. So that's how basically that works. And the reason why I play 2 is because I open the Union Driver, like, a lot, unfortunately, and sometimes it really doesn't really allow you to plus and just kind of get that card advantage that you want if you happen to open the driver and have to use it. Pretty much everything that you have that equips it, you can still equip it from the hand, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's still just a lot better when you can actually just equip them straight from the deck. Then I play 1 copy of Photon Orbital. This is another target that you can just equip to your monsters using like Union Carrier. Basically, once this thing is equipped, you can send it straight to the graveyard and add you your Galaxy Soldier. So that's why I said that you don't need to play 3 Galaxy Soldier, because the Photon Orbital will just grab it for you. Then, so that's it for the ABC monster stuff. Now I'm just going to go into a couple of hand traps that I play just to kind of help the deck go second, of course. So I do play 3 copies of Ash Blossom. That's pretty straightforward. And then I do play 2 copies of Nibiru. Now, Nibiru is weird, but honestly, it's a light monster. So, you know, at the very worst, you do open it going first, and you happen to have Galaxy Soldier, cool. You can just go ahead and pitch the Nibiru in order to special summon it. And of course, I think Nibiru is like one of the most impactful cards in the game right now. So I would definitely, if you can find a way to main deck it and you feel like your deck's not going to get like hurt too much from it, then I would definitely main deck it. But yeah, I would definitely play. You could also play Ogre instead if you want as well. It is also a light monster, so it is obviously like pitchable for Galaxy Soldier if you really want. And then I do play 2 copies of Imperm. You could bump Imperm up to 3. I just couldn't find the space. And I honestly thought that, you know, Imperm at 2 was more than fine. And to be honest with you, with V-Dubs running around, like, not to say that this deck is going to, you know, compete with V-Dubs or really anything, you know, that's, like, you know, really good in the meta right now. You know, Imperm's actually, like, not the greatest card in the world. There's a lot of things going on that just dodges Imperm. So you could just, like, cut these if you want entirely. But I still found, you know, I still found it useful to still play the 2 Imperm. So that's it for all of the monsters. And of course my 2 Imperms. So before I get off into the spells, I just want to give you guys a quick reminder to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I really hope that you guys are enjoying my breakdown. Let me know what you guys think of my breakdowns. Is there stuff that I can improve on? Is there some stuff that maybe I can add? One suggestion that I had was maybe I can throw in some alternatives. So, you know, with some of the more expensive cards, I can throw, you know, just some alternatives on what you can play instead of having, like, some of these, like, more expensive cards. So yeah, guys, so let me know. But anyways, now going off into the spells, we do play 3 copies of Cyber Emergency. So this card's really important, just basically adding you any of your Cyber Dragons straight from your deck to your hand. You know, I'm mostly, you know, if I don't have Core, I'll usually add Core, or if I need Hers, I'll grab Hers. Or heck, if I even if I need the, you know, the original Cyber Dragon, I'll just add it off of that. So I would definitely play 3. Definitely helps the consistency. Then you do play 1 Repair Plant. You don't need to play more than 1. You could bump this up to 2 if you want, if you have the space. But I just cut it down to 1. I think you honestly only need 1, just with the Cyber Emergencies. There's a lot of searching that you do in the deck, you know, especially just like to be able to get your Cyber Dragons to your hand with Hers and stuff. You really don't need to play more than the 1 Repair Plant. Then I do play Machine Dupe. Machine Dupe is absolutely fantastic, guys. I sometimes brick on this card, so that's why I bumped this down to 2 as well. But yeah, Cyber, you know, just Machine Duplication, just allowing you to special summon 2 Cyber Dragons straight from the deck. And keep in mind, guys, if you Machine Dupe, like say you have a Core on the field, or your Hers, and you activate Machine Dupe targeting the Hers or the Core, you can actually special summon 2 of the original Cyber Dragons, like 2 of your level 5s, because there's no level restriction and there's no attack restriction on the monsters that are being summoned. You only have the attack restriction on the monster that you target. So just being able to play the Machine Dupe, special out 2 Cyber Dragons, and then instantly going into a Nova and then into an Infinity. Yeah, Machine Dupe is insane. Like I said, I would play 3 if it just didn't brick sometimes, especially now that you're mixing in the ABC stuff. Yeah, I think 2 is more than fine. Then I play 3 copies of the Union Hanger. So this is the field spell that will basically, when it is activated, you can go ahead and add 1 light Machine Union monster straight from your deck to your hand. So you'll add your A, B, or C. And then it does have also an ability that if you happen to normal or special summon a Machine Union monster, you can go ahead and directly equip an appropriate level 4 or lower Union monster to another monster. So this one is also going to be another way that you can equip that Union Driver, and then of course, you know, use Union Driver and then attach something else so that you can actually special summon it, because this does say that you cannot special summon the monster that was equipped, so you use the driver to basically get around that. Definitely, you have to play 3. You could play I'm not playing Terraforming. Actually, nope, sorry, I am playing 1 Terraforming. This is just, you know, pretty straightforward, just consistency boost. And then I do play 3 copies of the Unauthorized Reactivation. So this is another way that we can directly equip Union monsters straight from the deck. This also does have the restriction where you cannot special summon the monster that you equipped. So once again, that's why Union Driver is in the deck, so that you can go ahead and basically play around that. But yeah, so basically what Unauthorized Reactivation does, It is a quick play card that you can target one machine monster you control and then equip one appropriate machine union monster from your deck, from your hand or deck to one monster. And like I said, you just can't special summon it, but you just attach the driver and it just gets around that. Or heck, you can even use this just to, you know, attach an A, B, or C to one of your monsters, like just at the end of the turn, just to either give it, you know, maybe a monster effect protection or spell effect protection, or heck, even trap card protection, just depending on what you're playing. Then I play one copy of Monster Reborn. Pretty straightforward, just an extender. And then I do play one copy of Overload Fusion. So I do play Verte in the deck. This is the card that you're going to be dumping off of Verte. Honestly, you probably should play more than one of this. Just as I've been kind of play testing the deck, I've been fine with just having the one. If you happen to just like draw into this, you just don't have to go into Verte. But yeah, Verte basically just turbos this play. It allows you to go into your Rampage Dragon, and then it allows you to pop the next card that I'm about to show, which is the Cyber Network. This card is insane, guys. Basically, if you have, like, throughout your turn, you know, through your typical, if you opened up Ideal, you're going to be doing a lot of banishing, obviously, so you're going to banish, like, the Union Driver to use its effect, and, you know, just banishing other cards, like you'll banish your A, B, and C to be able to bring out the ABC Dragon Buster. So when this thing is popped, you special summon as many banished Union monsters as you have in your banish pile. So once you bring out that Rampage and you have this card set, you can go ahead and just pop it, and then it'll trigger this effect to special all of those banished monsters. And yeah, it basically just gains you so much advantage, and it really is what allows you to end off with like at least 2 infinities, an ABC Dragon Buster. And sometimes if your hand was really, really good, you can even end off with the Pallades on top of that. So you'll have like at least, you know, 4 different interruptions, like really, really good interruptions. You'll have 2, you know, infinity, you know, negate and destroys. And of course you'll have your Buster Dragon, which just banishes, and then your Pallades, which just shuffles a card back to their hand. So yeah, this card is really insane, guys. The first effect that Cyber Network has, like, honestly, it's not completely irrelevant. You're literally just using it to get it destroyed by your own Rampage and triggering its effect. So that's it for the main deck, guys. Now just going off into the extra deck here real quick. We are playing 2 Cyber Dragons because, of course, this card is semi-limited. Like I mentioned in the intro, I really hope this card comes back to 3. It would be a huge boost to the deck for sure. But yeah, so what ABC Dragon Buster does is you can go ahead and banish all of your A, B, and C from your graveyard in order to special summon this. You can also, during your opponent's turn, you can go ahead and tribute the ABC Dragon Buster and then special summon the A, B, and C, just to go into, like, say, another one on the next turn. But yeah, the main effect that you're going to be using this for is, of course, its Interruption. It still has one of the best quick effects in the game. You can just quick effect, discard 1 card, and then target 1 card on the field and banish it. So that's a really nice effect. Yeah, definitely play the 2. Then I play the 1 copy of Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon. This card is still really good. It's not as useful anymore ever since, you know, Master Rule 5 came around. And of course, the meta that we're in right now is more of like an Xyz meta right now. So you're not really seeing too many Link monsters being left on the board. So this one is definitely a little bit more difficult to use. But if you do happen to come up, you know, against a deck that does have, you know, that plays a lot of links, like say if it's like Salamangreat or if it's, you know, Dragon Link, and they do leave, like, say, like an Apollosa on the board, you can go ahead and just link away that Apollosa. So that's still a neat little interaction. And then, of course, this is the Rampage Dragon that you use to pop the network. So when this thing is summoned, you can go ahead and destroy up to 2 spells and traps on the field. And then it also has another effect, which is really, really handy, to dump 2 machine monsters from your deck. And then it gets attacks, you know, additional attacks based on how many you, like, sent to the graveyard. That's completely irrelevant going first. You're literally only doing it just to kind of fuel your graveyard with machine monsters. Then I do play the 1 Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. This is just if you just, like, want to, you know, remove your A, B, or C from the field with, like, say, one of your Cybers. just to be able to, you know, trigger off one of their effects. This is still one of the best ways to do it, to just do a contact fuse. And then, of course, we play 2 Nova, and then along with your 2 Novas, you're going to be playing your 2 Cyber Dragon Infinities. So yeah, so this, like some builds you don't see 2 Nova and 2 Infinity anymore. But honestly, I decided to go with it because the combo that I can do in my deck is that I can typically end off on 2 Infinities, you know, before I pass my turn, and those are still really, really good, considering that Infinity is still an Omni Negate, Negate and Destroy. That's the most important part as to why Infinity is so good right now, is because it's Negate and Destroys. So, and like I've said in probably a million of my videos so far, removing the resource from the field is so good, you know, on top of the negation. It just really, you know, makes your opponent have to play from behind. So I definitely would play 2 of each. Then for my last rank 5, I play 1 Constellar Pallades. Pallades is still, you know, a neat little, you know, just another interruption that you can put on your turn, just to be able to shuffle away a card and, you know, just shuffle it back to his hand. All right, so then going off into the links, I play the 1 Salamangreat Almirage. This one is to basically just get your normal summons off the field, so to get your, like say your cores or your hers, you know, if you have to normal summon them, or if you have to just remove any normal summoned, you know, under 1,000 attack monster, just go into the Almirage. And then of course you have your Verte Anaconda. This is what's going to be dumping you your Overload Fusion to get into your Rampage, just turbos that out. Then I play the Union Carrier. Union Carrier, of course, is really, really important in this deck. This is what's going to be allowing you to equip your Orbital or your Driver, just depending on the situation. All right, then next I play 1 copy of Platinum Gadget. Platinum Gadget doesn't come up that often. You could honestly take this card out, like say maybe for like Zeus if you want. Not that Zeus is like, honestly, well, I don't think it really will come up too often in this build because it's not overly ideal to just like play Zeus on top of your Infinities. You obviously want that Omni Negate instead. But I just threw this in here just because it is just like machine support. So if you want to play something else like maybe that, or maybe like a gear, you know, Gigant X, could also play that just to add you a machine. But yeah, the gadget sometimes is helpful if you just need to special a machine monster. And then, of course, I still play 1 copy of Cyber Dragon Seeger. I've seen some builds cut this out entirely. I personally think Seeger is still really, really good. Just being able to, you know, just keep bumping your monsters with 2100 more attack, just to, you know, keep bumping it up to make sure that, you know, it just really makes it easy to OTK with this card. So I still really see uses in this. So yeah, I would still play the 1 Seeger. So that's it for the deck, guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's episode. I really hope that you guys enjoyed my breakdown. And yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think, and let me know what you want to see in the future. Yeah, we appreciate any feedback whatsoever. And yeah, guys, till the next one, deuces.